Have you ever felt like being soft, kind, or simply vulnerable made people stop taking you seriously? Like the quieter you are, the easier it becomes for others to step over you. The truth is this world often confuses gentleness with weakness, but they are not the same. Because when you embrace your pain, instead of hiding it, when you walk forward even with trembling knees, you unlock something far greater than toughness. You unlock strength, not the kind that needs to shout, but the kind that changes rooms in silence. Adler believed our sense of inferiority wasn't a flaw. It was the beginning of all striving. And Peterson said, you should be a monster, then learn to control it. So don't shrink your power to be accepted. Refine it, channel it, and let the world learn what quiet strength truly looks like. Alfred Adler taught that every human being carries a sense of inferiority, some deeper than others. But that's not a curse. That's your drive to grow. The desire to become more than what you are now is not a symptom of weakness. It's the seed of greatness. Most people run from what makes them feel small, but those who face it, those who use it, are the ones who rise. Peterson added, you don't become good by being harmless. You become good by becoming dangerous and then choosing to be kind. So stop pretending you're okay when you're not. Instead, realize that your pain is your power waiting to be sharpened. When you're underestimated, don't explain. Just evolve. When you're overlooked, don't complain. Just keep building. The strongest people never started strong, they simply refused to stay small. You teach others how to treat you by what you allow. And if you don't draw the line, they'll keep stepping over it. Adler believed freedom comes not from pleasing others, but from knowing and standing by your values. And Peterson warned, if you can't say no, you're not a good person. You're just obedient. Being kind is not the same as being spineless. There is nothing noble about allowing disrespect in the name of peace. If you want to be respected, your kindness must be guarded by fire. You must be someone who smiles, but only when it's real. Someone who helps, but never at the cost of their dignity. Draw lines, speak clearly, and when someone crosses them, don't scream step away. You don't earn respect by being agreeable. You earn it by being authentic. The habits you build in silence are the foundation of your unshakable presence. When you wake up early to improve yourself, when you keep promises to yourself that no one knows about, that's where confidence is born. Peterson said, if you can't control the world, control yourself. Because true power doesn't come from controlling others, it comes from mastering your inner chaos. Adler believed growth should always serve something beyond the self, a purpose, a contribution, a cause. So every quiet action, every private effort is not wasted. It is stored. And when the moment comes, all that discipline becomes visible in how you carry yourself in your posture, your silence, your gaze. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. Let your results speak. Let your consistency talk. In a world of noise, consistency is revolutionary. The loudest person in the room is rarely the most certain. It's often the one who still doesn't know who they are. But the one who is silent, who listens, observes, and acts without needing to explain, is the one the world respects. Peterson says, don't speak unless you can improve the silence, because silence, when rooted in clarity, is power. Adler taught that silence is not withdrawal, it is introspection. It's the choice to understand deeply before responding. So the next time you're tempted to defend yourself, ask if it's worth your energy. The world doesn't need more shouting, it needs more presence. Let your calm unsettle the room. Let your stillness carry weight. You don't need to justify yourself to people who aren't listening. The ones who matter will notice your silence and feel its strength. No one can walk your path for you. Your pain, your choices, your responsibility, it's all yours. Peterson teaches life is suffering. Find meaning. Carry your burden with dignity. And Adler reminds us that while belonging is vital, it should never cost you your identity. It's okay to feel alone while you grow. Most breakthroughs happen in silence and solitude and shadows. But remember, this solitude is different from isolation. You can be on your own without being lost. Find a community that respects your journey but never demands your silence. Build relationships that empower, not imprison. When you commit to a purpose larger than yourself, the loneliness becomes meaningful. The struggle becomes beautiful. And the path, though long, becomes yours to own with your head held high. If you've ever felt invisible, this is not your ending. It's your evolution. Stop trying to be heard by people who refuse to listen. Start becoming someone whose silence is more powerful than their scream. You are allowed to be kind and unshakable, soft and unmovable. You are allowed to be quiet and still be respected. That's not weakness. That's wisdom. That's discipline. That's power. So carry yourself with calm, walk with presence, speak only when needed. And when you do, let every word come from a place of truth, because the world may overlook noise, but it always remembers gravity. If this message speaks to your truth, share it. Someone out there is fighting their own silent battle. And if you're ready to keep walking this path of quiet strength, subscribe. This journey is just beginning.